Welcome everyone. Today I'll discuss Gujarat SIT 2016 paper 2 questions. So some of the questions are the questions. The winds of the upper atmosphere which blow from 160 to 20 kilometer high in the northern part of the India is known as so westerly, jet stream, easterly and Sindhu. So the correct answer would be jet stream. Right. So the correct answer is jet stream. So if you want to know more about jet stream, you can search for the jet stream like so jet stream. If the notes are available for that particular questions, it will display at the climate atmospheric circulation. So that may be the related to uh, jet stream and other related to the atmospheric circulation. So general atmospheric circulation are hardly cell, parallel cell, polar cell, single cell, and the three other cells. So atmospheric cells are the equatorial surplus regions, polar deficit regions, differential heating, pressure gradients, types, rotation of the Earth. Like then the single cell model like Hadley, 1970, 1735 Hadley cell. George Hadley proposed a simple thermal driven circulation like the limitation Hadley cell, Ferrel cell, and polar cell. Like Hadley cell, William Ferrel, followed by the intertropical convergence zone (ITCZ) zone, where the northeast and southeast trade winds converge near the equator regions of the intense convection and cloud formation and rainfall, also called as the equatorial tuff or doldrum. Migrates seasonally, shifts northward and NH summer and July in the southward or SHNH summer. Over the time, the subcontinent, the ITCZ shifts from 20° north during summer, called its summer monsoon tuff. The subtropical high region, calm winds, and the polar region all are there. So the information are available there. Now the next question: which of the following not an air pollutant? So smoke, CO2, nitrogen gas, and sulfur dioxide. So not an nitrogen. So nitrogen gas should not be the pollutant because it is a natural gas and almost 78% of the earth atmosphere containing that. Now coming to the next question, like the fall in atmosphere temperature in the known as the adiabatic lapse rate, temperature rate, or thermal rate. So the adiabatic lapse rate should be the correct answer. Let's see what the correct answer as per the knowledge base from the internet. Like the lapse rate is the correct answer. Like so the lapse rate is the correct answer. Adiabatic lapse rate or other options, what they say about that particular thing. So the adiabatic lapse rate is specifically refers to the temperature change within a moving parcels of the air that does not exchange heat within the surroundings. It is a type of lapse rate, dry or moist adiabatic lapse rate, but lapse rate is the standard term for the general environmental fall in temperature. Temperature rate, thermal rate, these are the not associated with the particular question. Now next question: the Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat. Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh and Gujarat, the demographic can be correct classified in the group state of the which of the following, like Vimaru, Dimaru, and demographically progressive, demographically stagnant. So Dimaru state of the demographically daughter of so the full form of the Dimaru. What is the full form of the What is the full form of the DEMAR unit? DEMARO. So, daughter elimination by male aspiring age. DEMARO state. I mean, in ancient context of DEMARO state in India. They specifically introduced a group of the Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, and Gujarat states were economically progressive but showed a severe unnatural declining in their child sex ratio. Right, so Dimaru state. That's why it is called Dimaru states. So 10 degree temperature equal to 15 degree Fahrenheit equal to 32 plus 1.8 into So the equation for the particular conversion. Now the next question is, the snow line would be at the lowest altitude in which of the following, the snow line will be lowest altitude, the which of the following: the Kashmir Himalaya, Kuman Himalaya, Punjab Himalaya, and Assam Himalaya. The correct answer should be the Kashmir Himalaya, because of the height of the particular thing, right? Because of the height of the particular thing. Now the next question is, the adoption of the high yielding variety seeds and use of the artificial fertilizers are the basic objectives of the which of the following: green revolution, white revolution, black revolution, and red revolution. So which of the high yield variety seeds and artificial fertilizers? So green revolution related to the white revolution related to the milk, black revolution related to the coal, and red revolution related to the tomato or the like meat. Red revolution related to the white revolution related to the food production, like milk production. Then the petroleum and crude oil equal to black production, black revolution, and red revolution, meat and tomatoes related to the particular this information. Now coming to the next question: which of the following places in the Kathmandu nearest to the route? Like which of the following state of the Kathmandu? So the Gorakhpur should be the correct answer, followed by the other states, right? Followed by the other like Gorakhpur. Now the next question is, after the two subsequent 5-year plan, the formulated there was a break of the which of the following regions: right? Break of the Indo-Pak War, devaluation, devaluation of the currency, or the break of the plague epidemic. So to like Pak War, it will be the should be correct. So like one should be there. Now coming to the like devaluation of the currency, maybe that is a reason, but the break of the plague epidemic. So 1, 2, 3 may be the correct answer. 1 and 2 correct answer. So three is not the correct answer. Now coming to the next question: which of the following factors is responsible for the zonal stratification in the vegetation types from the mountainous or tropical to the dry region? Right? Which of the following responsible for the particular analysis? The temperature, altitude, longitudinal extent, and humidity. So the correct answer is temperature, right? The temperature is the correct answer. These are the, so which of the following factors is responsible for zonal stratification? So major factor for the zonal stratification, that has to be written here. That has to be written here. This contextual, the syntaxial blend. The syntaxial blend in an important characteristic which of the following: Western Ghats, Scripture, Aravalli, and Himalaya. Like Himalayas are the correct answer, right? The Himalayas are the correct answer. Next question is, the imaginary lines joining point of the equal depth as known as point of the equal depth. Depth means height. So isocline, isobath, isohaline, isoheight. Isoheight may be the, so isobar is the depth of the contour points of the equal depth. Let's recheck it with the other information as well. So isopath is the correct answer. Isopath is the imaginary line drawing the map connection of the same underwater depth, like points of the equal depth known as isoheight, rainfall, isohaline, salinity, and isocline. Magnetic deep, right? Isocline related to the isoclines related to the isocline related to the magnetic deep, right? Now the next question is, the Coriolis force. The Coriolis force are associated with, like, the Coriolis force affects the results of the Earth's rotation, Earth's revolution, Earth's rotation, as well as revolution and pressure gradient. Is the result of rotation and revolution. Earth rotation, revolution, rotation. Earth rotation to correct. Rotation or revolution, or only rotation? Revolution. What is the revolution? Rotation and revolution. Revolution. Earth rotation only one. Which of the following influence ocean currents? Like which of the following influence ocean currents? Earth's rotation, winds across the ocean, density of the water, and convection current. So they are the question for the now, and we'll discuss the other concepts in the later upcoming